So we've heard that on one hand there needs to be no subsidies, and we also heard that there needs to be subsidies.
I think that you were actually speaking about what I said. We want to lift the blanket up so that the investor knows where to go. This means the new normal. I disagree about the UK and the storage. I think they have failed there. And I also do not agree about the mistake, the tenders for the batteries. I don't agree. Batteries have brought a revolution in the UK. They have created stability. They were not only introduced for storage. There was a completely different approach followed in UK. Well, I would like to ask a question because Mr. Haralambidis spoke about the gigawatts of licenses and PV. Why would someone apply for the 100 gigawatt? The 50% of the cost or the 100% of the cost is not the big problem. It is the terms of connection to produce when. This is my question. Well, you will see how many applications will be submitted. Why? What does the market expect? If we look at gas, gas provides access to all, and every 6 months there's a capacity auction. But everyone has access, and this ensures lower prices for the network. These are the questions that we raise about the access to the market, but they have already been resolved in gas, in coal. So now we say 5 tons of tomatoes are needed on the market because that is how many tomatoes Greeks eat. So someone does not have the right, the possibility to bring a 6th ton of tomatoes. This is not something that the state should be regulating. The market should be regulating itself. This is my humble opinion. You may disagree. I think the truth is somewhere in between. The Greek investors, the Greek developers in PV, unfortunately, do not want this blanket to be lifted. They like gambling, but there are also many companies that hate that. I know many companies who do not want this. They want normality. So these are the ones who submit the 99 gigawatts. You also have another issue that we did not talk about, the cost of opportunity. You could say that we are a highly regulated market. We have domestic investors who can cover 100% of the demand, and we do not want to open the market because you can cover the needs of the market by 200% or even higher. But then say that explicitly, don't let me lose time for years because the public servants are finding impediments here and there. So we need to get serious, and we cannot It cannot be that there is no list of ADMIE. I cannot go to submit my documents in a memory stick and give the security guy the stick. Would you give your product to a security guy if you were producing something? Is it so difficult to have this list published so as for transparency to prevail? If it is a problem, technically speaking, let us help. Is it impossible to have 100% of the information about what is happening at the node, the substation, in the same way as in the UK? You can see what is happening in the node. Why not have an IT system that gives you this information? In Greece, we need to speak still about trivial matters. And here I'm talking about the cost of opportunity. So there is a point of saturation. We're all here, we have all invested. We know that not 100% of our investments will be successful. There is no 100% success in investments. But we need stability and a level playing field. Mr. Panagoulis is looking at me because we have to finish, we have to close the day. There is a comment of the microphone. The interpretation will carry on for maximum 5 minutes and then it will stop.
Λοιπόν, να ξαναεπαναλάβουμε ο Γιάννης ο Παναγής, ο πρόεδρος του...
Yannis, the president of the Association of Photovoltaics. I want to say that if we had principles in this state, if we had all this that you spoke about on the market, I am representing the small and medium enterprise community, and but what you are talking about is energy anarchy. It means that let everyone come in and let anyone survive, let those survive that have the means to do so. But here we're talking about domestic investment. Can you tell the domestic investor you are too small for this? There's no room for you in the market because you don't have the means. We all know what I'm talking about. Today, I heard from the minister. I am trying for 45 days to meet the minister, but he never has time. So there's a lot of agony and problems. If there is no agreement in what we're talking about, then the model will not work out. I am a small investor. I am not tough enough, but we are all still talking about the problems of the state. It seems to be a third world state, and 3 years ago it was even more behind. Let us be careful with what we say. Right now we have extraordinary curtailments. A year ago, some people were charged with 350,000 euro. Due to the target model, there will be no remuneration. I didn't hear anyone say that. Everyone cares for the consumer. If it is zero, the supplier will give it to the consumer for zero. I didn't hear anyone say that. That's all from my side. And let me say that we are here present and we are looking at energy in a holistic way, even if we are small.